So today I'm going to show you a real-world example of the surface area of a cylinder. We've got the radius on the top is 5 centimeters, and the height of the cylinder is going to be 20 centimeters. You can actually count each one of those little squares, how many there are. There's going to be 20 of them. Well, every cylinder has a top and it has a bottom, and they're both going to be the same for a cylinder. So just put those down. And if we cut off, I'll go ahead and speed this up. If we cut off the lateral surface of this cylinder, you're going to notice that it unrolls, if I can get this off, and it becomes a perfect rectangle. It just unrolls nice and slow. Now the height of our rectangle is going to be those 20 centimeters. We can count them right there. But what about the length up there at the top? What's that going to be? Well, you remember it used to be the circle up there at the top, so it's going to be the circumference, the distance around one of our circles, one of our bases. You can kind of roll it around there and see that's going to be exactly that same length, but you already saw it right there on the cylinder. So let's go ahead and put these off to the side, and let's do the actual math to find the total surface area of our cylinder. Put everything together there. Now, every one of our circles is going to have an area of pi times the radius squared. A equals pi r squared. And we just plug in our radius for both of those. It's going to be 5 centimeters. So our area is going to be pi, 3.14, times 5 squared. You square the 5, you get 25 times pi. That's going to be the area of the top. The bottom's going to be exactly the same. It's also 25 times pi. So our total surface area of our bases is 2 times the 25 pi, which is 50 times pi, centimeters squared. That's how many squares there are. Well, now let's go ahead and tackle this rectangle. The area of a rectangle is going to be length times width, but we're going to call them base times height. So area is equal to b times h, base times height. The height's going to be that 20 centimeters, but what's the base going to be? Here's our base. Remember, our base was the circumference. The circumference of a circle is the diameter of the circle times pi. Remember, the diameter will go around a circle 3.14159 times. So it's 10 times pi. 10 pi is the length of our base. So you just write that, 10 pi times the height, which is 20 centimeters, and we multiply those together. Area is going to equal 200 times pi. Centimeters squared. Remember, it's centimeters times centimeters, centimeters squared. It's the number of squares that's in that rectangle. So now we combine all of our surfaces. 200 plus 25 plus 25 is going to be 250 pi centimeters squared. That's our exact answer. It's absolutely correct. It is equal to an infinite number of decimal places. But it's approximately 250 times 3.14. So if they ask you for a decimal answer, not in terms of pi, you would multiply it times that approximation. That's why I have squiggles there. It means it's not exactly right. We've only approximated the answer. It's approximately 785 centimeters squared. That's how many little squares there are on our cylinder.